Alright friends, today is the day that you are getting all of the answers. Today's video is going to be absolutely insane. I'm going to walk you through the formula of how you can get rid of eczema, psoriasis, acne. It's actually a lot more simple, and it's insane that I never knew this before. I feel like it's just such an obvious thing, and you're going to be like, oh, okay, now that I have the formula, I can do this. I can heal my skin. So we have so much to go over today, and let's just dive right in. I want you guys to go ahead and grab a notebook. You're going to take notes throughout this entire video. I'm going to be dropping a lot of knowledge to take you from a place of fear, confusion, frustration to a place of clarity. I think the whole idea here is to become empowered, to let these challenges empower us and shape our future. We become so resilient and so determined when we have conditions like this to heal. We can then use this in the rest of our lives. So grab that notebook. We're going to get started and start diving into how you can transform your entire life to prevent disease and reverse any skin issues that you're dealing with. The first thing to go ahead and write down is the body is made up of interworking systems. There are so many different systems that are happening in our body. We have many, many organs. All of these organs do not work independently. They coexist inside of our body with all of our hormones, all of our nerves. It's a whole system, and we have to look at our body as that. Today, I'm going to coach you exactly like I coach my clients. This is a coaching session. I'm going to walk you through and teach you everything I know. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a doctor. I want you to actually work with those individuals to heal even better. I am here as a health coach and as a guide to take you from point A to point B. The very first thing we're going to address here is we have to figure out the root cause. When you start to understand the root cause, then you can figure out everything else. And so there's so many people that think the root cause of eczema is external. And it's not external, it's actually internal. External factors can irritate the eczema. I actually already created a video so that you can figure out the root cause of your eczema. So go ahead and pause this video and jump over to this video, check out the root causes, and write those down during that video. We're gonna then use that to move forward and figure out all the other aspects. But the very first thing I ask from you is to be open to natural healing. Because the truth is, long-term healing, it's not a band-aid. Like, you can't put a band-aid over eczema or anything else like that. You can't put a temporary fix of medication or steroids or Dupixent. We have to have long-term sustainable results. So I ask you to realize that eczema is not related to the skin. It is related, so the skin is an outcome. The skin is not the cause, the skin is not the issue, the skin is the outcome. And what's happening is everything beneath that. So what's happening to the nerves, what's happening to your gut, what's happening to your liver, what's happening to your immune system, what is going on internally that is then causing the symptom of eczema. Eczema is not its own thing that only deals with the skin. It's an outcome of all these other systems at play. Just like weight gain is a symptom of habits, or weight gain is a symptom of hormone issues. Eczema is a symptom of underlying issues. So if we're on the same page, we can then move on. You have your root cause. For a lot of people, it's antibiotics, it's using topical steroids back in the day. And if you talk to anybody who has successfully healed their skin, you'll notice that they all do it naturally. There's a lot of people that can repress it, and it gets to a point where the topical steroids stop working. It gets to a point where the topical steroids stop working. If you make these sustainable changes, They're changes that last a lifetime. It's like you working on your stress management and your diet doesn't stop working. The eczema isn't gonna overcome that like it overcomes topical steroids. It's because instead of repressing the body and working against the body, we're gonna work with the body. Have you ever heard stories of people overcoming cancer through positivity and thoughts and courage and determination? Eczema is no different. Not nearly as severe in most cases as cancer, but it is no different. The people who truly heal from their diseases and disorders are the ones that are determined and are positive. You can actually think your way into disease, into depression, into making yourself worse. So you can think yourself out of it. You can think yourself into a positive light. This video is going to be very heavy, so I'm going to pause in between each subject and just talk about something a little bit lighter. So the pause right now is to talk about my website. I actually just got redone doing it. My background is I used to be a website designer and an industrial designer back in the day. And so I actually do all of my design myself, all the graphics, my videos, I do my website. And so I actually redid my website completely to make it a lot more user-friendly for you. And everything is just so much more sensical now. So I'm really excited for you guys to check that out. I'm going to have that linked in the description. It's just coachmichellemills.com. But on that, you can easily get to recipes and my blog. And in this, I give you awesome recipes that are eczema friendly. They're really fun recipes. I'm a dessert person, so there's a lot of dessert recipes up there. And my blog talks about different subjects like, you know, what to do for Halloween when you have eczema, or what shampoos are the best for people with eczema. It's awesome. It's an awesome blog, and that will be linked in the description down below. All right, we're going to dive back into all of this and start talking about more. So to say that one formula fits all is such a lie. And I think we think that, like, I healed my skin and my first videos back in the day were like, this works for people with eczema. Come to realize 2 years later that there's a different formula for each person, and my job as a coach is to teach you how to figure out your formula. So not everyone is going to do well on my diet that I created. I created the Gut Healing Eczema Protocol, and it's a diet that's low in salicylates and it heals leaky gut. So it's basically an elimination diet, right? So not everyone's dealing with liver issues, and not everyone's actually dealing with that many issues as far as food. Overall, the majority of people with eczema do have intolerances to gluten and to dairy, and that is because it causes leaky gut, which then can cause immune issues, right? But not everyone's going to have those liver issues, and not everyone's going to need to be low salicylate. The diet becomes more or less important depending on your individual body. For me, it was 100% important because it was the diet that drove me into eczema and the diet to get me out of eczema. However, I have clients, stress is 90% of what's going on. And so if they're stressed out about an elimination diet, they're never going to heal. So I want you to write down in your journal, try to figure out the percentages. Try to think back to your flare-ups and think about what they're related to. When you feel itchy, is it because you're stressed or because you just ate? And start making tallies. Start tracking for at least 2 to 3 days and make marks. And whichever one has more marks, you then create a percentage. And that's what you focus your energy on fixing and reversing, is that issue. So if it is stress, I want you guys to actually watch a video that I put out about a morning routine for stress. So you can check that out here. It's an awesome video, and I walk you through a morning routine. Stress is a major issue when it comes to eczema. The majority of people with eczema, stress is a major root cause, and it'll flare you up so fast and it'll make you feel so bad. However, there's other factors. Another factor is candida. So some signs of candida. I also have a video all about candida. Check it out here. I do have all these individual videos, but this video is bringing everything together. And so start here and then go into all of these other videos. Candida, and some signs and symptoms of Candida is that you crave sugar. When after you eat, you still feel full, you have thrush, you've had yeast infections, and you've taken antibiotics. It's very likely that your eczema is related to Candida. What you can do to test it is have something sweet, so have maple syrup or honey, and see if your skin starts flaring. Candida's a little bit tricky because it's when it starts to detox that your skin looks worse and worse. So that one can be a little bit trickier, but make sure you pay attention to your sugar cravings. If you're craving sugar, very likely that you have Candida. If you're not full all day long, you keep thinking about food, very likely that you have Candida. The Candida approach is so different from the salicylate approach and the other diet approach. This approach is stress makes Candida worse because it will actually kill off your good bacteria. You have to heavily populate your body with probiotics, so get new bacteria into your body. And you have to go on a diet pretty much void of sugar. So, universally, the same patterns that I see from everyone who's healing successfully is that they get on a whole foods diet, they stay away from processed foods, they're detoxing their lifestyle. So you can't use Pantene shampoo, you can't use Tresemme shampoo. You have to look and start learning about the toxins that are in your life. By completely detoxing your lifestyle, so not detoxing your body. I'm not a big fan of going on crazy detoxes or anything, but looking at things that are surrounding you. Are you using bleach? Are you doing bleach baths? Are you using antimicrobial soaps? Are you using soaps with chemicals? Some really bad chemicals that you want to check all of your products for is parabens, paraffins, sulfates. All of these are doing so much damage to your body. From all of the success and all of the things that I've seen from so many different people, I talk to people all the time who have eczema and who have healed. The people who are in this area of success have done it naturally by realizing all of these toxins from our world around us. It's a very systemic issue. Eczema is an autoimmune disorder. There's an autoimmune epidemic. There's a skin epidemic where we are having very, very many people with these issues. So if you think you're alone, you are not alone for a second. There's people with chronic acne, psoriasis, different forms of eczema, and all of this is rooting down to the fast-paced society that wants products cheaper and faster. And to make things cheaper and faster, the quality goes down. Because the quality goes down, there's more synthetic chemicals being used. So make sure that your deodorant's clean. Our glands are very, very sensitive underneath our arms. That's getting into your bloodstream very fast. So for me personally, my liver is doing so much better. I have a lot of issues originally with my liver, and because I've detoxed my lifestyle, my liver is fine. I'm not having issues with salicylates like I used to. If you're not familiar with salicylates, go watch a couple other of my videos. I talk about that a lot. So now we're gonna take one more pause again, talk about something a little bit lighter, and then go back deep down again. On my Instagram, I have been putting out the tip of the day. I have all of these awesome eczema tips, and I create these graphics on my Instagram story. So they're very, very impactful. They're very straight to the point and very easy for you to follow. These tips will be put into my story, so my Instagram is Coach Michelle Mills. But I will be saving them to the highlights on my Instagram, so that will be linked down below as well, or just type in Coach Michelle Mills on Instagram and you'll find me. I also have a food Instagram that I'm getting more into. I make recipes and I make food all the time, and for inspiration, if you need that Instagram's called Empowered Eczema. So universally, going back to that, is across the board, all of us with eczema deal with stress. Stress makes our eczema flare. So working on meditation, yoga, centering yourself, journaling, waking up with a good morning routine, listening to affirmations, saying affirmations, listening to mantras, reworking your thoughts and your brain so that you are a more positive person that sees. I'm so sorry for these sirens. I live in the middle of a city and my window's open. Putting these good habits into your life always results in health. You will go through a health crisis if you haven't been on this journey. A health crisis basically means your body becomes sick because you're detoxing. So you kind of go from here to here, but then from there you keep going up and up and up. And it's hard to go through, but once you get past that point, you have a life of health. And it's just like our bodies take a toll when it's trying to detox. And there are some supplements that can help you through the detox process, especially with your liver. Milk thistle is excellent. Adding in things like cilantro to all of your meals, adding in parsley, garlic, all of those will help your body with this detoxification process. You're gonna have allergies, you're gonna smell bad. There's a whole lot of things that happen, but the end result is so amazing. And so it's okay if you get worse. Just know that you're not putting in effort for it to go nowhere, okay? The effort you put in and the changes you make do result in long-term change. I promise. So I have so many eczema friends. I just want to give them a shout out. They don't even know that I'm doing this, but I just got in contact with this company and they sell awesome face wash that thinks about the fact that skin has a microbiome. Like our skin has a delicate balance of bacteria. And so they ended up finding all of this out. They did their own research and now they have these skincare products, which is so awesome. I'm gonna have them live on Instagram in January 2020. So I also want to shout out to my friend Ashley. She's really, really sweet. And if you're looking for faith and looking to have someone inspire you, Ashley's the girl. Another one of my friends is Lauren Dupree. She has a blog and she is dealing with topical steroid withdrawal. She made through it once. She's on her second leg of it. I just went live with her yesterday. She's awesome and she talks about like staph infection and topical steroid withdrawal. And then my other friend, her name is Joanne, and she actually has a YouTube channel and she has an Instagram, and she talks about hyperpigmentation. She talks about topical steroid withdrawal, and I love all of these people. We're all just like becoming such a tight-knit community. And if you know anybody else that's in this community that you want me to collab with, write their name down in the comments down below. But I also want you to tell me in the comments, like, was this helpful? Like, are you able to write this down in your journal? Are you starting to figure out your individual formula? I hope so. And this is exactly what my coaching looks like. If you need more of this, I offer a gold package program. It is currently closed. It'll be closed for the majority of the month. If you want to get into this program, it opens up from the 1st to the 8th of every single month. So it'll open up January 1st, close January 8th. You have to apply. Right now you can join the wait list. The wait list will be in the description down below. And I'll tell you when the applications open up. It's a little bit competitive, so you guys want to get in there and apply for that. But if you want to just do it on your own and you liked all these things I talked about and you just need a little bit more guidance, I have a silver package. The silver package is now $150 for 4 months. I have reduced the price for you guys. I know it's hard to pay these large amounts in one thing. This is a really good program. I have pre-recorded videos. There's 6 different lessons that you go through. I teach you all of it. It goes so much more in depth, and you get the full diet with recipes and a meal plan. Both of these programs have all of that. If you want to check into that more, go to my website, coachmichellmills.com. I loved making this video. I feel like showing you how I coach people and you just getting all the information laid out in that way and knowing that it's up to you to create your own formula for health and success. It's all you need. Health and success. Put that in the comments down below if you have made it to this section of the video. Health and success. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching that video. I'm now gonna go over all the different things that I offer and how I can help you further. So if you're looking for a support group, I do have a Facebook support group called Healthy Skin, Happy Living. It's an awesome community full of people all over the world. It's very diverse and people go in and just ask each other, I have this problem, is it normal, and am I okay? And so people will be like, yeah, I went through the same thing. If you need even more help than that, I do have coaching programs. It's for eczema specifically, inflammation-related disorders and diseases as well, and I help coach you through that. It is a very specialized coaching. There is a video on my website that goes in depth. So I just wanted to tell you guys, I have a lot of stuff going on and I can help you in such a large range of ways. And if you shoot me a message on Instagram, my handle currently is _Mills_. It will be changing to Coach Michelle Mills very soon. Send me a direct message and I will add you to a support group messenger on Instagram. And everyone is amazing, still very diverse, very supportive, and I'll see you guys there. See you in my next video. Bye!